Okay, so we're back on the Bridgebook homepage, and we want to do something other than just update our status. We want to check out the groups that we can join, and we can do that by simply clicking the Groups tab, and this takes us to the Groups directory. And as you can see, all groups 10, that means we've got 10 groups. My groups 1, that means I'm a member of one of these groups. And as we scroll down the list, we can see that staff says leave group next to it, whereas the rest say request membership. That means that I'm a member of the staff group. I can click leave group if I want to leave, but I don't want to leave, so I'm going to stay in there. If there is a group here that you would like to be a member of, you can request membership, and just for demonstration purposes I've done that with 2HG. It says request sent, so once that membership is accepted, I can gain access to that group. Now, the way that the request membership works, just to be sure that we're not getting the wrong people in the wrong groups, for example, children joining the staff group, or students from Miss Howley's class joining Damien's class, it requires acceptance to the group by one of the group administrators. So, just before I get too technical, I'm going to demonstrate that. I'm a member of the staff group already. I can click on staff, which takes me into the staff group. And we can see that the group admins for staff are Mr. Jackson, myself, and the Bridgebook administrator. Now, what that means is that Mr. Jackson, myself, or the Bridgebook administrator have to accept you into that group for you to even get this far. If I go back into the groups directory, and I try to access one of the groups that I'm not a member of, for example, if I was a child trying to access another class's group, so let's say I'm trying to access Amy and Zoe's class, if I click this, it says here, this is a private group and you must request group membership in order to join. So I am not a member of that group, so I can't see anything that's going on in there, which is perfect for the staff group, and also really perfect for keeping your class's group relevant and not having any rogue children coming in and talking about other things when you're trying to discuss something in particular. And you can see there's the request membership button right there, so if I want a request to be in that group, I can do so. I'm going to go back into the Groups tab. So we've seen request membership, I'm not a member, leave group, I am a member, and we've got request sent, means that I would like to be a member and I'm waiting for acceptance. But let's go into the staff group where I am a member, and we can see that if we wait for it to load, there we go, we can see that it says here a group for all Newmanbridge staff. That's just a tagline for the group. It was last active 17 hours and 51 minutes ago, which is when I posted my last update, which was asking about people making note of their make and model of laptop. So it's good for posting little notes like that. As I demonstrated the status update previously, where it was an activity update that went into the whole school activity feed, you can see that I've got a little activity box here. Now, anything that I post in here is only going to go into staff. So I can demonstrate that by typing, this is a post that will only show in the staff group. And I'm going to click post update, and that will go into the activity stream for staff. As you can see, Mrs. Young, Mrs. Dees and Miss Blake have been active in the staff group already. But if I come back out of that and go into the activity tab, so I'm back in the whole site-wide activity feed, and you can see that the last thing that I've put here is I'm currently recording some how-to videos for Bridgebook, but we know that that isn't the last thing that I've put. Remember, that was separated for staff and this was site-wide. Okay, so that's a way of making sure that only the people that you want to see your message get the message. I could have done that from this activity feed, actually, by the way. If I click in here, remember this drop down, post in my profile, goes to everybody on the site. If I click here, I would get a list of my groups. I'm only a member of staff at the moment. I'm only a member of the staff group. If I'd have clicked there, and I do it, here, oops, here's another update that will only show in staff. Excuse my typing this morning, that is all over the place. So, although I'm on the activity page, when I click post update, this isn't going to filter into the site-wide stream, even though it kind of looks like it has. Let me go back into groups and back into staff. There you go. Here's another update that will only show in staff, but if I go back to activity, it hasn't shown up. Now that is a limitation of this little feature where it drops it down nice and neatly. So let's try that again. Here it is only in staff. Now when I click post update, post in staff, post update, it's a snazzy feature of Bridgebook that it drops the feed into the stream. So there you go, it's done it. But if I can be confident that because I posted it in staff, the rest of the site aren't going to see that. That's just a little limitation of Bridgebook at the moment. If I refresh the page, we'll see that is shuffled away, and it's not there for everybody to see. It never has been there for everybody to see. It's only been there for me to see. And if I go back to groups, I go back to staff, we can see that there's the 3 updates that were only in staff. Okay, so while it may appear that it's there for everybody to see, it was only there for you to see. It's a limitation of the system. So that is status updates in groups. What else have we covered? We covered joining groups, how to join groups, and we've also covered well, a little limitation of Bridgebook there.